Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel. Playing a two-player game with rockets. This is with EIKWM France decks, so only published decks. Let's look at this first pile. Renovator is actually quite playable in a two-player game. Um, Cloister Dweller is always worth considering. Grocer is always really good. Cloister Dweller Chief's Daughter look like would be quite strong, but I think I want to do Grocer and try to get Plowmaker back. I don't know, I guess I'm getting 3 cards out of this pile. Or am I getting 4? 4 cards out of this pile. So if he takes Tutor, Grocer, Chief's Daughter, I get Cloister Dweller, Plowmaker. I don't know, hard to say. Plows are pretty easy to come by in a two-player game. Probably Grocer is the way to go. Just because you can get reed and stone and clay, stuff that's pretty valuable. So Rockets was telling me he's a fan of the stream, so that's always cool to play with someone. So this pick is Farm Steward. I guess I'm hoping to get Borrower back, because Borrower to buy all the grocery resources would be quite nice. So two-player games are a bit different from four-player games. Notably, there's no Reedstone food action space, and clay only accumulates 1 clay per round. So those are the two resources that are normally limiting in a two-player game. Reed or stone and clay. So cards like that let you dodge those are usually pretty good. Okay, Tutor, Renovator, Chief's Daughter. I guess Tutor is going to be probably worth more than 3 points. Although occupations are harder to play earlier in this format. Chief's Daughter is always very good. I think I'll probably go with Tutor though. The cards looks like there are a bunch of pretty reasonable cards here. So here, probably Borrower. My plan is loosely that Borrower will power my Grocer, and that'll so then I'll hopefully get stuff that rewards early crops. Or I could just use my borrower to power my tutor and take occupation all the time early on. So this, I think it's Renovator, just because it gets me clay and stone, which are both very key resources in this format. Plowmaker is good as well. Plowmaker with the grocer to get stuff sown early. I don't think I'm gonna play Cowboy and Mother. Um, yeah. Cowboy and Mother, I think you're just ceding way too much to your opponent. Um, so here, permaculturist or layabout, grocer only gives one grain, so I think the answer is layabout. So I have two cards that are just giving me food and a point, but they give me a point for playing them. So yeah, should be good. Um, hmm, organic farmer or plowmaker? Organic farmer might be worth a couple of points at the end of the game. Plowmaker will definitely be worth something though. But yeah, Plowmaker is pretty much always worth playing. So, I do like Organic Farmer though. Just with Tutor, it'll be like a 3 or 4 point action at the end of the game. Because with Borrower, I'm probably gonna want to eat a bunch of animal points. Plowmaker, you know what? With the Grocer Plowmaker, I'm sure to get fields going early. Okay, so I see Festival Hall, which encourages me to go for grain early. I see Cash Crop, which if I did two fields, sow a grain, a vegetable, and then sow vegetable onto cash crop, that could be pretty good with one double field with a plowmaker. Mini pasture is always good, but I mean, I'm happy for to have to let him play it. Always need to consider something like ladder in two-player games because it's easy. There are some situations where your opponent can just deny you read all game, and then you know you never get to grow. Mm, I think I'll take cash crop. So there are a couple of cards that let you, yeah, Clay Roof is a great card. With Clay Roof and Grocer, I can ignore the read space all game and just focus on taking Clay when it gets good and denying Clay from Rockets. So the question is probably petting zoo or festival hall. Um, I think I'll probably go for festival hall. And then maybe timetable with my next pick. So Flat Hill is interesting because I'm definitely going to be able to meet the prerequisites for it. The only issue is with Farm Steward, I probably want to renovate earlier than later. And I have Renovator, which is already giving me some stuff. So I think I might take Encircling Wall here actually, because then if I take Timetable, Timetable will give me 3 resources, which is pretty reasonable. And here I'll take Timetable, and if he doesn't take Mini Pasture, I'll take Mini Pasture with my last pick. I think this pick is Kitchen Table. It's not amazing, but with mm, or do I just take Flat Hill just in case the game goes kind of sideways? Buried Treasure is probably worth 3 stone to me, but Big Mini Pasture will be a little bit better. Alright, so I start with the starting player and I'll just play 2. So he did 3 wood, and I will do day labor. Or I could do 1 grain, actually. Maybe 1 grain is worth doing. Because now I can buy 1 grain and then sow 2 grain with my plowmaker fields, and then I have my festival hall ready to go. Or I can turn that grain into 5 food and buy the clay oven. I have some options. Ladder for rockets. And takes 2 clay, going for that first fireplace. Good play. Occupation is good, but I also want to be able to build that first room. Since he's getting the sheep, I probably want to go for first room. Because if he gets both, then probably I fall a little too far behind. It is nice in a two-player game to leave when you have the last action to leave the 3 wood because then you have a chance to start player 6 wood. But this is probably fine. Oh, herdsman. So he had lots of reasons to go for that play. So I could start player, or I could just go for 2 read. 2 read should be fine. So normally I would have to probably take the 3 food fishing here, because otherwise it's too easy for him to deny me feeding in the next harvest. But just as long as I get occupation, either playing borrower or layabout, then I'd be fine. So do I do 3 wood or do I do occupation? I guess occupation. I'm gonna play grocer. Yeah, I think grocer because it gets me access to that stone for clay oven as well as probably my sequences like grocer, plowmaker, borrower or grocer. I want to play renovator, farm steward. I got lots of stuff to play. Um, what do I want to do with this action? Actually considering taking grain because grain is most likely to be a 5 food move. But if I don't get the 3 clay next round, then it would not be. So I could start player to guarantee myself 3 clay. Or I could do something else. Let's try another grain. That'll should be another 5 food. So now I need 3 food to buy down to the stone so that I can build a clay oven. So my second action this round is probably build room. I guess I can build room next round. That next harvest is going to be pretty difficult if I use any actions on start player. So I think I might have to give up. He's going to build 2 rooms at once if I give him 6 wood. Because I need to play 3 food fishing in order to be able to grow. So I need to build room, I need to take 3 food, I need to build clay oven, and I need to family growth. Those are 4 actions. That means I can afford to take wood here. Okay. And if I don't take if I don't take 3 food fishing, I can always do 1 stone or 2 stone. So I'm going to build room then family growth. And if he tries to starve me, I have layabout or borrower. Both give me insurance against that. So he's got a Rockets has a bit of an interesting choice. Does he delay growing 1 round to try and double grow? Because he wants 3 more wood so that he can build 2 rooms at once. But he doesn't. But he also might want to just build grow in round 7. Which, if he build grows, that gives me full control of what I want to do. So I can do like 4 food fishing, build clay oven, start player timetable, something like that. So I have three actions, and the reason I want to do a start player action is because I want to be able to take 6 wood in round 8. I guess I could try to set up for a Reno as well. Oh, so he is gonna double build 2 rooms at once. Okay. So my second action is clay oven, or else it's occupation. Okay, so I have 2 moves here, probably occupation and something. I guess this is not a bad time to play layabout. But I think I'd rather play Renovator, and then I can play Borrower. Hmm, I do want to play Plowmaker too, so I have some difficult choices here. I don't lose out anything if I play Layabout here, so maybe I should play Layabout. If I don't play Layabout here, it might cost me cash crop points later or field phase points later. But then I'll still play Clay Oven. So I buy 3 goods and then bake. So I think I play Occupation here. I play Renovator. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play Plowman. Get my festival hall going. Because then I can do plow 2, then sow a vegetable, sow a grain on cash crop, and play festival hall afterwards. I can use Festival Hall to turn a grain into stone. And then, do I want to start player to get 3 stone with my first action next round? Because then I could buy stone oven at some point. And since my festival hall wants me to convert grain into food, I think I need to do this and I'll sow a vegetable onto cash crop. So this next round I'll play borrower to feed this next harvest, and then round 10 or 11 I'll play stone oven, I think. I do want to get my farm steward to grow in round 10. So if I play borrower here, then I give up on renovator, which maybe is fine. So my next action is borrower, and then my last move is for clay, I think. I imagine he's gonna take one of the animals and then family growth. Yeah. So I didn't pay the food for borrower, but I also only gave myself 6 food where borrower pays 7. So it's a net increase of 6 food and 2 beggars. I am kind of giving away a lot of stuff for free, which I'm not crazy about. Like letting these animals accumulate a huge amount. I have to hope that the tutor is making this worth it, the bonus points for tutor at the end of the game. Hmm. I was gonna start player, but I could give up start player to get a food from major minor. So if I take 4 clay here, yeah, then Reno timetable. So I have 1 extra clay, which will be useless. Unless I use it for stone. Actually, if I use it for stone oven, then it's fine. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have a useless clay either way, unless I let it accumulate one more time, but that's kind of risky. I don't think he'll let it. So I feed 6 food. I guess playing Reno Stone Oven is probably quite good. So I'm only gonna bake one because I think I'd rather use Festival Hall to convert grain to 2 food in a resource. That's probably a better conversion than grain to 4 food. Nice. So it looks like he forgot about Farm Steward because I expected him to build a room there. So then my last move is Family Growth, and then in round 11 I'll start player Festival Hall. And with Family Growth I'll play Timetable. I have the miners to sit on start player for the rest of the game, so maybe I will. I'm getting a little screwed on wood, so probably I need to start first action 3 wood a lot more. Maybe that's what I use for my Festival Hall, turn green into wood. I guess I have 2 ways of dodging fencing with wood, between mini pasture and encircling wall. So yeah, it's just more valuable for me to play them, I guess. Hmm. So I'm hoping to get 3 stone next round because then I can play encircling wall. Maybe I don't do festival hall. I guess I could plow 2 more. Yeah, plow 2 then sow. Yes, I need to get another grain sown because otherwise my grain will just accumulate too slowly and I'll end up with no grain points at the end of the game. Because I want to do stuff with my grain. I want to bake it. I want to turn it into stuff. That's fun. Convict. The other thing is if he's locking me out of fencing, I can try to lock him out of plows. So now it's very worth it for me to buy 4 goods and then do sow. Buy down to vegetable and then do sow. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get. Actually, I want to take grain. Grain is worth 6 food as opposed to fishing, which is worth 4 food. So now I can afford to bake a grain and sow a grain and a vegetable. That's actually perfect because then round 14, my plow sow action will re-sow all my fields, or sow bake action, both of which. Gonna get one of them. So I got lucky here, I think. I get one extra round over him with more people. I did turn my grain into stone. My thinking is this way, even if he first action 3 stone, I get 2 stone, and then I can start player encircling wall. And I'll save mini pasture as long as I can. Also, actually, I don't remember what I was going to say. I could just reno. So renovating would be worth 3 points, and it would let me play another improvement like mini pasture or something. But I think, or I could do the well. But I think encircling wall, it gives me 2 points, and it lets me convert th 3 stone into 4 wood, which is going to be worth some points as well. Yeah, Plowmaker is really nice because it lets you fill up your farm even if you get denied wood. So I have enough wood now actually, but just as long as I play encircling wall and mini pasture, that I can afford to fill up my farm if I get one more plow action. So I think this move is just major minor encircling wall. I could just build the well or run out of stone, but this one is worth some points because I'll be able to hold animals. Actually, I'm gonna need to get on So Bacon round 14 because I need to pay off my borrower. So I need to feed 16 food in the final harvest. This 6 food fishing might actually be good because I want to play mini pasture. I could do plow sow, but then how am I going to feed? I think food is pretty important at this point. So now my sow action at the end of the game is going to be worth a ton of points. Although this does mean that I probably have to go on day labor. I think it's going to be fine. And actually maybe mini pasture sits in my hand. Because I probably turn a grain into 2 food and a wood. So I'm starting player just to guarantee myself the sow bake. And my last move, um, taking animals maybe would be good. But then I'm gonna have fewer animals. I guess three cattle is fine. So I think I have to bake all 3 of these, which is too bad. Although I guess I can turn a grain into 2 food at the harvest. So maybe I bake 2, and then I'm gonna get another 2 food, which puts me at 11. And then all I need to do is pick up 5 more food, which the most efficient way would be, I guess I can eat 1 raw vegetable, so 4 more food. So taking grain actually might be worth something. or else building some improvement, doing reno fence. I guess if I do this, then I could just go for reno fence. But if he blocks me from reno fence, I guess it's not terrible. I think I lose if he does so bake, but he can't afford to do so bake right now. Maybe my first action is one grain. Wow. But if it is, am I just doing this for points? Sure, why not? Then my second action can be sow one grain, bake three. And then I'm going to end the game with 6 grain because I have one on my cash crop still. Okay, that looks all right. I guess sow bake is still safe, so I can do other stuff until then. Probably take stone. Now my reno fence is safe. So that stone move was 3 points. Taking wood would be worth 2 points only. So yeah, that looks fine. And then I'll have one animal action, which should be worth 3 points towards the end. Really wish I had corn scoop or grain cart or something this game. I've turned too much of my grain into food, I guess. Just because, yeah, I shouldn't need to be. I'm not even gonna have maxed grain points, which is kind of crazy. Just shows how important 3 grain fields are compared to 2. So now I'm hoping for boar because if I don't get boar, then I'm really stuck. But he probably wants to, I know, and then fence. Yeah. So actually, sheep is only 2 points because I can't hold the fourth sheep. So I want to get something else. So it looks like he's decided that giving up on renovating is his best move. Cloister Dweller is 4 points, Reno is 4 points, so, but I guess Cloister Dweller gets some food. So what's been the difference between our games? Playing 24601 was a mistake, I think. Because if he was at five people, I absolutely would agree with playing 24601, but not with four because he left too many actions available for me. I think his start was really strong. Rockets was. I think his mistake was not building the fifth room. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, I probably would have built the fifth room just because he had a ton of food available to him. The guy wasn't contesting for animals at all. So he either needed defense earlier so that he could get breeding pairs, or he needed to just go full power doing that other stuff. So I finished with 46 plus 9, 5 for my tutor, 4 for my cash crop for 55. So I do end with one negative, and that's the sheep. But other than that, the game went really well. All my actions were worth a ton. Yeah, just saying that if I was him, I probably would have built fifth room and then grow into 4601 then for nice points. Anyways, fun to play. Thank you very much to Rockets. Thank you very much for you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I managed to feed without getting the first fireplace and without building a fireplace at all, which in a two-player game usually you want because there's so many animals available. But I got a little lucky. Oh, and you know what? I never bred my boar, so I actually have 56. All right, thanks to Rockets. Thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.